So-called nuisance buildings across the city of Los Angeles are impacting the quality of life of Angelenos. One particular South LA neighborhood has been feeling helpless and unsafe, despite repeatedly asking the city to step in. I worked alongside our assignment desk editor Corey Minderhout to dig into police data and discovered an uneven response. Take a look.
If good fences make good neighbors, William Flores could use more fence.
Squatters have been coming in, like trespassers have been using our property to jump over to that property next door, and they've pretty much been taking over.
William has lived in a duplex next to this South LA property for the past 2 years. It's been on the city's watch list of problem vacant homes since October of 2023. But William and others we spoke to say pleas to the police and the city have largely gone unanswered.
It's very infuriating. There's trash being dumped here illegally, like there's cars being chop-shopped here. There's illegal activity. There's drugs that are being used.
He says there's prostitution, gang activity, and a portable toilet in the yard. Someone rewired the streetlight to bring power into the home, which has made his street darker. In November, the house caught on fire. Even more frequent, violence, fights, and screams.
Don't feel bad about it. You don't feel bad.
It's been more than a nuisance now, it's a danger to the community.
Williams says he's reported these issues to 911 and 311 more than 50 times, by phone and through the app. And while police sometimes respond, he says nothing changes.
We're like, why should we even call the police? They're not going to do anything. They're not going to come and help.
Meanwhile, he feels similar issues in other parts of the city are addressed more quickly. In September, LAPD announced they had assigned a special detail to regularly patrol an abandoned tagged home in affluent Hollywood Hills.
Just because we might not be monetarily rich does not make us any less human and less in need of the support that we need.
LAPD declined our interview request, but sent a statement that says in part, quote, over the last year, we have responded to over 20 calls at this location regarding quality of life and public safety issues. This level of response drains police resources, and what's worse, it makes community members feel unsafe. We will continue working alongside the community and other city departments to mitigate these challenges and hold the owner accountable. Although LAPD says they've responded to the house, their data shows officers haven't recorded a single crime at the property this year. And furthermore, shows that 77th Street Division officers who patrol Williams' neighborhood have taken far fewer crime reports at nuisance properties compared to officers in other parts of the city. 77th Street Division officers patrol an area with 41 vacant buildings in part of Council District 8. Seen here in gray. They've taken 7 crime reports at those buildings so far this year. In contrast, Southwest Division officers cover an area with 13 vacant buildings in another part of District 8. They've recorded 13 crimes at those addresses this year, almost double the number of 77th Street Division. In another part of the city, Harbor Division officers patrol an area with 22 vacant properties in Council District 15. They've taken 21 crime reports at those buildings in 2024. That's triple the number in Williams area.
Who does the police serve? Because in our neck of the woods, they don't seem to serve us.
Building and safety inspectors have issued 32 violations here since 2016. Inspectors have closed most of those, including one for trash and debris in October. But when we visited in November, trash was visible throughout the front yard. LA's Department of Building and Safety requested a lien against the property in February after the city spent more than $10,000 on fencing and securing the home, which was broken and open when we visited. They declined our request for an interview, but said in a statement they're preparing a case to demolish the building. The property is owned by a trust. We were unable to reach any of its beneficiaries.
You know, it's like we need help.
Before moving into this duplex, William was homeless himself. He's grateful, but says he loses sleep over the dangers next door.
The fire that was put over there could have easily caught fire to our property as well. So our livelihood is in danger when there's abandoned properties that are not being, where the problems are not being solved.
Remembering his own time without a home, William has empathy, but wants the city to solve the deeper problems a fence can't fix.
And we do have an update on the story. On Friday, just about 12 hours after the story aired, Los Angeles police and the city officials came out to remove cars, board up the home, and fix the broken fence. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.